winter, spring, summer, or fall. Yes, I love all the seasons in Western New York. Yeah, I did say that, and yes, I do. But I especially love summer because we are bursting with so many wonderful events and festivals and all kinds of great things happening. I'm Anna Marie Sinatra from Sinatra Solutions and your host of Health Matters. And today we're going to hear about one of the most fun events that occurs right here in our own backyard. But before I introduce you to our guest to tell you all the great fun stuff that's going to be going on, let's hear from our sponsors.
Dent Neurologic Institute is proud to support Health Matters. Dent Neurologic Institute offers neurologic education, state-of-the-art diagnostics, and cutting-edge clinical research. If you or someone you know is looking for more information, visit our website at dentinstitute.com.
Amherst Laser and Wellness is a proud sponsor of Health Matters. I'm Teresa Horab, registered nurse and owner of Amherst Laser and Wellness. We look forward to moving you in a healthier direction through our laser lipo and nutritional counseling. So follow us and continue to watch Health Matters on your journey to wellness.
I'm Kathleen Maxian with the Western New York Ovarian Cancer Project, and we're a proud sponsor of Health Matters. Our mission is to educate the Western New York community on the symptoms and risks of ovarian cancer. We also have supportive programs for women who have ovarian cancer, including professionally facilitated support groups, our Cancer Answers workshop, and our signature Comfort and Hope Tote program. Continue to watch Health Matters, and we'll continue to educate you on ovarian cancer.
So I hope you have your pens and papers ready and get ready to take down all this great information, because sitting next to me is Anita Williams, who is the founder of the now called the International Taking It to the Streets. Hello, Anita.
Hello, Anna.
This is so exciting to me to have you be sitting next to me. I have been attending your event for so many years, and I was just thrilled when you wanted to come on and tell the world about the new International Festival.
Yes, it's just wonderful to be here with you, Anna, and just to tell your constituents what's going on in our backyard this
Yes,
summer.
yes. Well, before we dive into that, because I know they're getting all excited and want to hear about all the great things that are happening, let's tell a little bit about you, because I visited your website and I follow you on Facebook, and you know that's how you can keep up with all of us, is the Facebook and the LinkedIn and the Twitter and the websites. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am pastor and founder of God's Ministry of Deliverance Church. I'm also blessed to be a DJ on a local radio station here in Buffalo, WUFO. You can tune into my show every Sunday at 6 p.m. right there on 1080 a.m. I'm also a nurse, an intensive care RN, and let me say, I am the wife of Brother Dillard Williams, Jr.
And you just shine when you say that, too.
Yes, yes, I'm proud to be that, and yes.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And I know that you are the founder and coordinator of the International Taking It to the Streets, and this is your 27th year.
Yes, we have been honored and humbled to have this event every year for the past 27 years.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing. So tell me about how you first got started, where it was, and how all these places that you've taken it to be the new International now.
Well, you know, we're growing as we go, we grow. So we've been going for 27 years, so we grow as and learn more as we go. But the event started back in the 80s. I was sitting in the Martin Luther King Park, a place that I love.
Isn't it just beautiful
there?
I just love it there.
I remember playing in that pool when I was just a youngster. But I was sitting there, Anna, watching a basketball game, because at the time we had the National Basketball League here in Buffalo. And they would have the Randy Smith tryouts, and everybody did, basketball. You've got male children, and you do that. And just looked around this park, and it was so full of people, and I felt so moved that I needed to be doing something to help enhance their lives. And so thus the name, Taking It to the Streets.
Wow, wow. And that was 27 years ago. So I'm sure, I know that each year I go, there seems to be so much happening. You use the complete entire park. You have tons of different stuff going on. And just to say too, make sure that you're writing this down, because you're always looking for sponsors and vendors and volunteers. And again, people can follow you on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and websites. And so tell us a little bit about how people can get involved with you at this early stage.
Well, we're so happy and willing to speak to anyone that would like to help us help our constituents from all communities that attend this event. So certainly if you'd like to volunteer, or if you'd like to even be a sponsor or to talk about that, of course, the link is right there. But you can call us at 716-891-4760. You can always visit our Facebook page to be updated on what is happening at Taking It to the Streets, and we just certainly would love to hear from you. Your input is needed, and this is why things change every year, because we love the ideas that come out for Taking to the Streets from all of our constituents that come to the table and say, why don't you do this year? Or I'd like to do that. And I'm like, sounds good. You bring it, we'll do it.
I remember the African proverb that says, for when you have a child, it takes a village to raise that child. And I think about that for events like this, and when you're speaking, it takes a village. So, when people sit back, and I'm just amazed when people say that they're bored. Don't use that word. That's like a really bad word with me, because there is so much to be involved with. And so I can imagine how many volunteers it takes to create this village.
It does. And one thing about volunteers, you can never have too many of them. And it's wonderful when people come in, they're just literally just taken over by the volunteers. And then the volunteers will end up being intricate parts of the event as time goes on. It's amazing.
And as you said, that's what really, I love what you just said. I wanted to point that out, is when people talk about leadership, and events growing, and when it's no mistake that you have grown to where you are now, and this is your 27th year, because you said you listen to the people, you take in what they have to say, and that's the sign of a good leader.
And thank you for saying that. I hope it is. Even with the children part, and we'll get there, we have children, we call them our kid consultants. And they literally tell us, we have a couple of children that come to our table and meet with us. And they tell us, this is going to work this year. That didn't go too well last year. Let's change it. This is what I want. And we do the best we can to give them what they want, because we know that they represent a certain number of people that are their age. And we don't think the way they do. So we pick their brains.
So we listen to the children.
Yes, we do, even the children.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
oh
we have a kid consultant.
Well, let's talk about the kids zone. Well, you know what? Before you give them the details of the kids zone, let's just talk about some of the vendors who are there, some of what's going on underneath all those tents. Some of the great international food that's there.
Well, okay, you get me started.
Let's get into it.
Okay, now let's look at now. One of the first things you're going to see this huge health and awareness tent. Under this tent, it's going to be at least 30 to 50 various organizations and health entities that bring free stuff, free testing, free information, things that you might not ordinarily know that are right in your own backyard that will help enhance your life. Lots of organizations. And then now also, they're also coming from the Niagara Falls area as well. They have been coming from the suburban areas for a number of years, and that's good. So all these communities come together with the various entities of health. I mean, if I could mention even a few of them.
Sure, why not?
You've got the Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Public Policy, Alzheimer's, these different organizations that come together. Free testing.
I was just saying, there's no excuse then for people not to stay proactive, and that's what this program's all about, keeping you proactive with your health. And some people say sometimes, well, why are you at a restaurant or a festival or whatever? Because it's about having fun too.
Yeah.
Listening to the music, having fun. And what's so great about your festival is that now you get this hands-on help. There's a lot of free, as you said, free giveaways. And the testing, which is so important.
It really is. And then also, what I'm remembering as I look at my notes here is that we also have 2 to 3 intensive care physicians, pulmonologists, that are doing free testing such as peak flows, incentive spirometry, things that you would really have to pay for if you didn't have various insurances. So it's a great event that way, and also blood donations, and I didn't mention that earlier. We also have an area there where we're taking blood, one of the blood organizations. We have a blood drive as well. It's quite a bit involved, and there's something there to enhance every area of someone's life.
That's another place where we've done shows in the past of the importance of giving back, you know, donating your blood and how you can donate organs after you pass on and different things. And these are good awareness conversations that you have to have, and where better to get them when you're out at a festival and you're going to get the information to help you think about some of these different things.
Absolutely. There are individuals that have had, say, glucose testing just for the heck of it. They're like, okay, it's here, let me have it.
Right.
Oh, and then they say, oh, I didn't know it was 400. You know? And so right there from that organization, they will then create their own database connecting you to them that will help you get any help that you might end up needing. So that's just to mention a few of those things that go on.
So literally we could say you could be even saving lives at these festivals.
Yes.
They're getting the information that is vital to their well-being.
Absolutely.
And some of the other, let's talk about the kids zone. We mentioned that a little bit.
So as you walk over to the left, and we have a nice a map made up as well, so you'll know where everything is. You're going to see this kids zone, and this kids zone is manned by a nurse as well, and her name is Tammy Lee. She's one of our administrators. She works right along with us, and in the kids zone, her directive every year, she says she's concerned about hand-eye coordination, and also combating childhood obesity, and also enhancing reading skills, but they're also having fun. They're doing face painting. The kids made different houses. We'll have pictures there on our site where you'll see them sticking their little heads out. We have kings and queens among them. They are taught to brush their teeth properly. There's this huge mouth on a table. They are getting read to. They walk away with the book that they get. They're also receiving back to school items and supplies.
Yes, that's right, because this is on August 15th and 16th.
Right.
So this is right before the school year starts, so this is a really good time to be doing that as well.
Absolutely.
What a blessing you are.
Well, you know, we couldn't do it by ourselves. We you know, the help of everyone that comes together to make this what it is.
And that's a good place for me to insert once again that people really need to follow us on all the social media, on the website, so they could learn how to become a sponsor, how to become a vendor, how to volunteer, how to not be bored. Don't use that word with me. No bored. There's too much need out there, and there's too many wonderful organizations that are helping our community.
And it's such a wonderful thing, and it's a wonderful thing what you're doing also, if I can say that.
Thank you.
To help us along our journey. And you mentioned vendors. There is international food cuisine. That's what I call it.
You know, I like that.
There's food from every area. Of course, you know, we have our Spanish connection. We have the Spanish food, and then we have the African connection, the African food, And then we have, you know, there's the soul food, and then we have our Italian food. and Mama gonna bring her sausage, you know, that's a must. And this is so much. So we have that type of cuisine as well. Then we have various vendors of non-food merchandise, and also information, literal information. Like one of this hat, you know, is something similar to
Which is
what you
just
see
beautiful.
Out there. And entrepreneuring comes out. It encourages. There's always space for new people, new ideas. People are getting thoughts and things to do. And so there's so many new things out there that you wouldn't really know about, but when you bring it together at Take It to the Streets and people are coming from all over, it is exciting. You know, you got me started. So.
I wanted to get you started too.
It is very
and
exciting.
I love what you said too. You know, as a coach, I'm working with people's thinking all the time.
Yes.
And so it's really important to, you know, to notice our thoughts and to manage what's coming into our not only our listening, but what we're seeing, so that we are then regurgitating, that we are then pushing out all those good things too. So that was really, it got me thinking we're going to have to talk after the show to talk about some other stuff too. That's so exciting. So, and then, you know, before we even go some more, you know what I wanted to touch on is when you talked about having the big mouth, the teeth there on how to brush your teeth.
You're gonna love this.
You know why? Because you mentioned that, and people might wonder, well, why is she just mentioning about brushing your teeth? Because brushing your teeth is one of the most important things that you could do for your health.
Yes.
Because you know that your teeth, your gums, are an indication of what's going on inside your body. Bad teeth, teeth rotting away, falling apart. There's something else going on inside too.
Absolutely. And where we, the big mouth is always positioned in the kid zone so that they can become acquainted with, and it is so remarkable because we have these little ones that maybe the kid zone goes all the way up to the age in the early 20s, but for our little ones with the big mouth, where they're attracted to that, they sign an X on a contract that says they will brush their teeth the way Big Mouth shows them.
That is so cute.
So blessings, creating smiles comes, and she's got this phenomenal mouth. And she's got the big mouth.
We should have had the big mouth right here on the
and then the big toothbrush, and they're there. This is how you do it, and that's just one of the things that attracts the children to the kids zone. We're combating childhood obesity,
which is so
prevalent,
important.
and it's very important. And you find, like in many despaired communities, sometimes cutting certain corners in terms of trying to eat right kind of leads you into the childhood obesity with the substitution for things. So here comes the sugar treat.
Yes.
But we have the vegetables that are dressed all up, and the vegetables will say, "I'm your friend, I'm your buddy. We can get along." You know, so,
and they'll be like, walking all around, right?
Yes.
Vegetables walking all over Martin Luther King Park.
that's a wonderful thing as well. So then there also the administrator of the Kids Zone, which is Tammy Lee. She's very deep on hand-eye coordination, so she's very concerned about that, and so she'll have the kids make their toil, and they're going to make something, and then they carry it through. It doesn't just stop there. They're going to take that activity home because they get to take home everything that they make or they play with.
Boy, that is just amazing. Yeah. That is amazing. So August 15th and 16th.
Yes, ma'am.
And what are the times that people?
Well, both days, the event starts at 11 a.m. It will go all the way through to park closing. It's around 8 p.m.-ish or so.
And tell us a little bit about what will be going on the stage.
Okay. On the stage, we have very wholesome activities on the stage. So you're gonna have singing, you're gonna have skits, you're gonna have drill stepping, drama, you're gonna have instrumentals, you're gonna have some wonderful music from all over. This is one of the greatest things I love too, because this is why it's called international. Every international, in terms of every factor of individuals, participate in every way that they would participate in their own country or in their own arena. And so we bring it all together. And it's
beautiful.
absolutely wonderful.
You know what that reminds me of? Ages and ages ago, when I took my children to Disney World, I wasn't so much into the amusement park, but they have this other, what's it called? Epcot Center, I think. In each different stage or each different area was a different piece of the world.
Yeah.
So even though you may not be able to travel all over the world, you get to experience all the different cultures. And that is so important for your awareness, for your, as you're growing and learning. So to hear you talk about this is, I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to have like an Epcot Center right here in our backyard, helping us to understand and learn all the different traditions from different parts of the world.
And also the dress. Everyone comes dressed up in their traditional garb, I call it. And also we have flags represented now on display of the various nations that come together. It's really just great. There's so many connections here. I'm sitting right in Western New York, but there's so many connections all around us. It's just phenomenally wonderful. I'm so thankful.
Wow, and you are bringing us all together. This almost feels like it's like the, well, it is the international. Yeah, I guess it is. I was going to say it feels like like you could rename this. Yes, you did. The international.
Yeah,
taking
right.
it to the
When
street.
we looked around, we had to, and because look, and then we have like I have our Polish connection, we have our Italian connection, we have the Spanish connection, the Canadian connection, the African connection, the Trinidadian connection, and not to mention too the people that come from all over the nation to be part of this. So people coming from
That's so exciting.
Las Vegas, Detroit, Charlotte, Texas, to be involved with taking it to the streets.
Wow. And do you know that long time ago, down at the Front Park, they used to have the International Festival. And I don't really think that that goes on anymore. And it was such a loss. I don't know who the organizer of that was. But now, as you're saying this, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, you really have grown and changed and expanded so much, because the international piece, like I got it, but I got it on a deeper level even as we're talking about
We have been so
how
blessed.
important this is. So you are bringing the international, the whole world, right here to our backyard.
And you know, in doing that, and we are so blessed, and I feel very blessed to have various people around me, but it also offers an opportunity to network and expand individuals coming together. You're meeting this person, that person. You didn't think you'd meet that person from this place, and before you know it, I'm getting a phone call. Guess what? I'm going to cross the way there. I got an invitation to go do whatever it is that I do.
Wow.
So people also network when they come together. And we have our national artists that also have been knocking on the door to come. I'm telling you, even right now, I have various names that have already called, said, you know what, I'll be there, you get me set, I'm coming. We're also shelters, the birthday parties for the kiddies under the shelters, or for the older people
how sweet.
Under the shelters. It's just wonderful.
Wow, this is so exciting. August 15th and 16th can't come fast enough for me now.
Well, yeah.
And I'm thinking, bring your business cards. I never thought about that. See, you're expanding my horizons too. I love going to networking events, and boy, am I going to be there and bring my business cards to a few people.
Yes.
And maybe I'll be traveling to different places to do some motivational speaking or a workshop or some really good fun stuff. Oh, I like that.
And also bring your signage. You know, we talk about that. Bring your signage as well, because you know we do have under one of the tents, we do have an area there for you purposely to bring your literature. So you have an event that's taking place after taking it to the streets. You come on ahead. You bring. Feel free. Talk to me. Bring your flyers. Bring your cards. Bring your books even. This is an opportunity you need to use to springboard the next event.
See, a good leader builds leaders all around her. You are so amazing. And again, I am so excited that you were here. And we're winding down to our last couple of minutes. So is there anything that we didn't cover that you want to make sure that we point to?
I want to make sure that we have enough volunteers and people that understand you know, what we're doing. I need you to call me, 716-891-4760. Maybe you're interested in sponsoring a piece of this event, or maybe you have a thought or an idea that you would like to bring to the table. Let's look at it. Let's unfold it. Let's work taking it to the streets together. This is not a one-man or woman show. We are flanked by so many beautiful people that are gifted, and such as you, Anna, that are interested in what we do. So yeah, give me a call. I need to hear from you. I really do.
So make sure that you do call her, because we do. You know, it takes a village. It really does take a village. And you can't sit back and wonder, you know, I'm bored, or gee, this isn't happening, that's not happening. You can get involved with your community. You can make a difference. You heard the invitation from this beautiful woman of God. You can visit her at her church. Again, you could follow us on Facebook and on the websites. And I'm going to, you know, after this program airs on Time Warner all over Western New York, it's uploaded to YouTube so you can watch it again and again. And this will definitely be a program that I'll be replaying to make sure that you all have the information, because your health matters. That sounds like my ending. I think my ending is here. Because your health matters. Pick up that phone, get involved, do something for your mind, body, and spirit. So until next time, keep watching. Thank you so much for coming and sharing all this information. Hope you took your notes, and I want to hear from you too. And before you change that channel, let's hear from the rest of our sponsors. I just love this next cartoon that you're going to see. The dinosaur laying upside down, talking about the only thing that happens when you don't change: extinction. Yeah, change is the hardest thing in the world for us. We want to just keep doing what we keep doing and then wonder why we're not getting a different result. We often heard it called insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I know that it's a little bit hard to change our patterns, to change the way we think or how we're doing things, but get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Let yourself change, do some things a little different, and watch the magic happen. Your healthy thinking tip for today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Will from Mr. Frank's, and I'm a proud sponsor of Health Matters, and I am very motivated and inspired by all of the information that the show offers.
Hi, I'm Kim.
I'm Mitch from Pure Life Energy Saunas.
And together we are proud sponsors of Health Matters, a program that educates the community on how to be healthy, mind, body, and spirit. So follow us, because your health matters.
We want to thank Marge Reed from the Healing Spa. Marge is an ordained Unity minister. She has her BA in complementary health, and she's joined by her beautiful daughter Gina, who's a registered nurse. Together they bring us the latest technology in stemology, skincare, stem cell therapy, and holistic modalities for your body, mind, and spirit. Join Marge on Sunday mornings for her 11 a.m. service.